and fly.
Like a
Hey,
fly.
everybody. Good morning. It's Steve Moran here with his good friend Doug Yates, the BTC guru.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, looking sharp in his bright shades there today. I like the
Yeah,
look.
man, I got the red ones on today because we're on fire.
We're on fire. That's it, man. It is going to be a lot of good stuff happening. A lot of cool stuff happening. But Bitcoin's just still kind of hovering right now, huh?
Yeah, you know if you look at the headlines out there, they're all don't worry about it. This is just a little breather.
Oh yeah.
Um, the I got two headlines that jumped out at me today, and I'll jump right into it. Billionaire investor Bill, and I'll read them. Billionaire investor Bill Miller says Bitcoin is in extraordinary early in the adoption cycle,
Right.
which means there's room for
There's
tremendous
super
growth.
growth. Right. Hype. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Exponential growth.
another headline that jumped out to me right after that, I saw this one. The wave of Bitcoin buyers appear to have no interest in selling. An on-chain analyst was quoted saying. So the people they're buying now are like they basically they call it hodl, hold on for dear life. They're not going to let go of these Bitcoins. And so what's happening right now, even with this price being a little sideways, is that spring is being loaded. And I was talking to my son because he's my son's great to bounce us off because he's a real skeptic.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and that's just the way his personality is. A lot different. I'm a dreamer, but there's some realism in there. But you got to be able to dream. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
Elon Musk would have never created a car company in the worst times ever, an electric car company with no infrastructure, and be one of the biggest car companies in the world. Amazing.
The
That's what
biggest car
dreamers
company,
do.
one of
That's
the biggest companies in the world.
yeah, but yeah.
Without a
I mean,
doubt, the biggest
who
car
would
maker
expect
as
that?
far as value.
Virtually impossible. He's
Yeah.
also drilling holes underneath LA that you could drive through. He's also sending reusable rockets up into space. He's going to be on Mars pretty soon. And speaking of Mars, I'll go on a little more tangent. They flew a helicopter on Mars yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that,
Did you
right?
see
Isn't that
that?
cool?
That's
Yeah.
freaking amazing. I mean, the atmosphere up there, they have no clue what it is. They're just, based on the limited knowledge we have on Mars.
Right.
I saw it go up, hover, 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 and then back down.
Yeah.
And then so next week or the next few weeks, they're going to be actually have it go out 30 meters and back. I mean, this day and age is fascinating. And the
Right.
blockchain's right there. Blockchain's in front of that.
Yeah, they get to do it on a real big scale. They get to go from here. I got a drone that I can send it. If you're about 5 or 6 miles from here, I could actually send it right to your doorstep.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And
I live on the bay in Balboa Island, and right across the bay is the best cookie place ever.
uh-huh.
And they have DoorDash, but I wish they would just get it there. I mean, they're like I say less than a quarter mile from me, as a bird flies.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes 20 minutes for the delivery to get here because they have to go around the bay. I go, man, if they had a drone, they could go straight across the bay, drop it in my front yard, and I'd be good to go.
Yeah, I tell you, a good buddy of mine is real good friends and plays a lot of golf with Michael Jordan. And,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
So does he lose a lot of money?
Yeah, Jordan's and they play at his club. He's got a club that he built now out in New York, and it's a very exclusive club that he's got out there. But and I think there's like less than 100 guys that are members. Okay,
Yeah.
He designed the course and everything else. But what he's got is you can be out on the golf course and you order. Like you can call back into the club, or there's like a little QR code, right?
Right.
You can scan it on your phone. You can order what you want: drinks, cocktails, food, whatever, and it's all delivered by drone. Okay, wherever you are on the golf course, it just comes out and delivers it right to your cart. It's just the coolest thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing.
We got somebody trying to butt in here. Sorry about that. Yeah, the drone delivery's future. I can't wait till it happens. You know what? And another cool thing about the subject, and it kind of goes back into the blockchain. In the next 5 years, we're going to be able to see the source of all of the stuff that we're getting, that we're buying, and it's going to be because of the blockchain. we're going to be able to look at a product, scan a code on it, and you're going to be able to see exactly where that came from, how did it get to you, all that stuff. So
Right.
it's that's the beauty. And I was thinking about this last night, actually. The blockchain is so simple and it's so honest, and it has, like we talked about yesterday, no emotion, no ulterior motives. It just does what it's supposed to do, which is move something from this address to this address, a digital something, and then keep a history record of that and verify that everything's accurate. That's all it does.
Right.
And that
you don't have to pay it to do it like you would. Like, a big
right.
company, you got to have a big smart CEO in there that's running it, right? And you got to pay him a whole bunch of money.
Right.
And the blockchain just does it all by itself.
Right.
And honestly and ethically, it's like, it's the perfect deal.
Yeah. These new smart contracts that are just evolving right now will be able to give full visibility to us as consumers, exactly what we're buying. That's a question we all have. Like, am I really buying what they say that I'm buying? And did it really come from, was it really built in the United States or whatever, whatever
Right.
your criteria is? We're going to be able to see that. And that's the future and the beauty of blockchain. That's why it's not going away. And Bitcoin is the mother, the grandfather, whatever, the godfather of blockchain. It's the basis for everything.
It is, yeah. On one of our previous episodes, we had a little video that kind of went through the blockchain and explained it in a little bit more detail to you guys. If you haven't watched that one, you should probably go back and check that out on our Facebook page. It's the blockchain is like, it's think of it, it's kind of like the internet when the internet got here, right? When the internet first got here, nobody really knew what to make of it. Okay. In 1994, the Las Vegas Business Journal called the internet a fad. Okay, it's like, okay, well, yeah, obviously that was wrong, right?
Yeah.
So it took a long time for people to adopt to this new internet, okay, and adopt to email and all of these things, okay. And but now that we've all got so used to emails and all of the interacting on the computers, especially with this pandemic, buying stuff online. Pretty much everything we do is all digital, man. So we've all kind of already evolved into this space.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we just need to understand it's just, it's like something that just works all the time electronically, just like that. Okay. Except you don't need to go do anything to it. It's all pre-programmed in there to do something. And, it's just amazing, how well it works and you don't have to ever do anything. You don't have to pay somebody to run it or to audit it.
Right.
That's big things with big companies.
Yeah, and transparency is huge in my mind. And as an entrepreneur who wants to create businesses and opportunities that are honest, that are good, that help you and also help society as a whole, and give you a good return. Transparency, in my mind, is huge on that. Integrity, transparency. You can use those words interchangeably, and the blockchain and Bitcoin is built for that.
And it is, and that's like companies. As companies start to go more onto the blockchain, okay, there's going to be a lot more transparency with companies. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so what happens is anytime you have all this kind of stuff happening, you're going to start to see other major disruptions in the business world, okay, that are going to start to happen, right? Because, as companies start to go totally blockchain with everything that they have, right? They're going to be eliminating. There's a lot of things that they'll be able to eliminate.
Yeah. Like all the middlemen in their supply chain.
Right. Yeah. In the supply chain and probably a lot of different employees. It's just, because you've got all this evolving with AI, right? With artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay. And, self-learning machines. It's amazing the time that we're in. And, kind of think about it again. It's like, we talk about the price of Bitcoin is down now, but all the people out there say this is the best time to buy when it's down, because we all know it's going to go back up.
Right.
And it's not like a stock. It's not like Apple, but then again, we don't have a CEO that we had. I just read the other day, I think Cook made $353 million. Last year.
Well, and he deserves it. They're running the biggest.
Yeah, he does. He did a great job.
The world.
Yeah, but Satoshi, deserves something for what he did with the Bitcoin, right? But we don't even know who the guy is or where we would even send his Bitcoin.
But he does have the first chunk of Bitcoin, and it's still out there.
Yeah,
and it's worth a
somebody's got
lot
it
of
somewhere.
dough.
So he got paid first, which he should, right?
Yeah.
And it was nothing back then. But it's kind of, think about that. It's like, this, like we talked about, the value of the Bitcoin. Okay, the Bitcoin there's only going to be 21 million. It's never gonna. That's a finite number. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Apple shares. I mean, how many outstanding shares are there now?
Right. And can they do a stock split and then, and issue more shares and
now you have dilution.
Yeah. All that.
Yeah, you can never have dilution with Bitcoin, right? Never have dilution because they don't split it, and it's not going to turn it into 42 million Bitcoins one day.
Yeah.
Like a company can do. So
in my mind, that makes it a good deal at 50. It makes it a good deal at 100,000. It makes it a good deal at 500,000. It makes it a good deal at $1 million.
It does.
Great storage and growth of wealth, and it will offset inflation.
Storage of value. I mean, that's so key. It is. And again, we talked about before is it's also liquid. Okay.
Yeah.
What other asset out there that you could have that ultimately is always going to have huge value because it's been adopted. We're still early adopted, right?
Right.
But it's been adopted.
Right.
And so we're going to have the exponential growth with the adoption that's going to come, but there's still never going to be any more coins.
Right.
Never going to be any more. There's only going to be so many of them. So, the value is always going to keep going back up. So this is a great time to get involved in this business. This is a great time to, learn everything that you can learn about this. I mean, look at all the people's lives that have been changed that decided, hey, this internet looks like it's going to be for real. Maybe we should go in and figure out how we can, add value to other people out there and profit from it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one guy could run a multi-million-dollar operation from his kitchen table with the internet. It's amazing. And startup costs are virtually nil. That whole thing just is crazy.
There's three things that really revolutionize things, okay, in this world. Okay. It's like, desktop computers, right?
Yep.
Computers revolutionized. Then the internet was the next big thing. Okay. And now really it's the blockchain. Okay. Yes. And we're talking about the differences between the internet and the differences in the blockchain because of computing power that's continued to grow and grow and grow. It's exponential. I mean, the opportunities over here in the blockchain are just unbelievable. And I mean, 4 years ago, I had it was that long ago. I mean, I had companies out in the Philippines that were, paying me a bunch of money in Bitcoin every month to consult them on, different projects out there in the Bitcoin. And it's like, it is just, there's so many opportunities. Everybody wants to get involved.
Yeah.
And, they're just trying to figure out how to do it. How do you go about doing it? What is, how would my business or how would what I do fit over here? But the real estate transactions, I mean, there's going to be so many kind of great things that can be done.
Oh yeah.
You can buy your cars and, you can buy, pretty much everything.
You like the, what's the, that Fox report on cars, what's Carfax?
Right.
So basically that's a blockchain company in itself, that Carfax, that data, from inception to, and every transaction that car's been involved with is that's perfect for the blockchain. It's going there in a couple of years. We're gonna have a car blockchain. You just put your VIN of your car in there, and you can see exactly where it started and what happened to it the whole way. It's going to be amazing.
And it can never be changed.
Yeah, and exactly.
You can never be changed. It's not like the odometer on your car.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not like the odometer on your car.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, see, I mean, having liquidity, I mean, think about what other types of things we all invest in. You invest in gold, you invest in silver, you invest in stocks. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I go to Robinhood and sell some of my stocks, it typically takes at least 5 to 7 days for me to get any,
Yeah. Well, yeah, the trade is T+3, right? It doesn't hit your stock account until 3 days. Options are faster, and then you got the whole, take the money out from there. So yeah, 5 days is kind of normal.
To actually be able to touch your money.
Yeah.
I'd
like to summarize, in my mind, I summarize it as this is I'd like to measure, what I'm putting my effort into as buying power. And with Bitcoin, in California, I lived in Pleasanton, California for a while. Bought a house there 25 years ago for $400,000. So if Bitcoin was around at that time, I could still buy a house for 40,000 or 400,000. Sorry, not 40,000, 400,000. I can still buy that same house for $400,000, even though it's $1.6 million right now. It's the same amount of Bitcoin. Because of the way Bitcoin grows, your buying power grows with it. So everything either stays the same price or gets cheaper depending on how fast Bitcoin goes. And that to me is mind blowing. It just that emoji where the head's blowing. Picture that right now. It's just completely mind blowing that your buying power can get stronger if it stay the same or get stronger as time moves forward.
Yeah, that's why I'm excited. Doug and we've been working to put together some really good educational packages and training here where we can show you guys how to earn Bitcoin while you learn about this business. And that's the great thing, because it won't sidetrack you, take you away from any of the stuff that you're doing. Real easy to do, but now you can start to accumulate some Bitcoin, right? Yeah. And watch it grow for yourself. And I think it's I love the concept. We want to do something totally different out there. We want to be able to help people, help provide a really good education to people, and we want them to not have student debt from that education.
Right.
We want them to come out of that education wealthy. Okay. What school do you get to go to, and you get to actually go out and do what you're doing and make money at the same time.
Right. Okay. Earn while you learn. Right. That's why we make that motto.
And .io is typically associated with things related to the blockchain, right? So pretty soon you guys will be able to go to earnwhileyoulearn.io, okay? And you'll be able to see, exactly what we're doing over there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know Doug and I are really excited about this. Doug's heading out, if you weren't here yesterday, Doug's heading out to a blockchain conference here tomorrow.
Yeah, with an organization that's led by a guy named Bitcoin Ben. Look him up on Patreon. He's awesome. He's an ex-truck driver that got into Bitcoin 9-10 years ago, and is one of the leading experts in Bitcoin. And the guy has a point of view that's awesome. He's just like you and I, hardworking guy out there just trying to educate people about this incredible thing called blockchain and Bitcoin, and kind of what you and I are doing. And so there's a group of their entrepreneurs getting together, and it's kind of like it's like a masterminding type of group.
Kind of a think tank, right?
Yeah, think tank
share different things and
sharing what's going on, and how can we even expand and
is there a way we can collaborate on different things together?
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, for those of you that haven't been around mastermind, the mastermind whole concept was really created by mine went blank. What's his name? Thinking Real Rich. Thinking Real Rich. Napoleon Hill.
Yeah,
Napoleon Hill. And he talked about, the way to really be successful in life is you don't have to know everything. What you need to do is you need to surround yourself with people that have skills and talents that you don't have, and be able to think and collaborate that way. And, before COVID hit, I was putting on, mastermind events all over the country, all over the globe, for people flying in from everywhere, high-level entrepreneurs and business owners and CEOs. And, it's amazing because, they just basically sit in there and they just do everything they can to really help each other. It's not like one of these conferences you go to that's a pitch fest, right? Where they're in there trying to sell you stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's really in there. You're really in there, how, because you have so many different people that all have different life experiences and different knowledge bases. If you really open up and truly want to help each other, there's so many different avenues that open up and possible partnerships and opportunities for people. So,
yeah, it's that weird thing that happens when you get a group of people together. There's that other thing that happens. You know what I mean? Another set of knowledge kind of comes in and it helps everybody. It's kind of a weird
synergy. That synergy can mean, you 1 + 1 doesn't necessarily equal 2.
Right. Exactly.
You actually get a lot more value out of two people together. It's kind of like the way I think that Doug and I are looking at doing the show together. It's right. We were both going to go out and do a kind of a show, kind of educating and stuff like that. But, we thought, what, hey, we're both in the same place. It's really nice to be able to go out and kind of bounce things off of each other and have somebody else rather than just being a one-person show.
Yeah.
And, what we also want to do, guys, is we want to interview other experts out there. So if you are an expert in this field and this is something that you have a lot of knowledge on and a lot of expertise, then shoot us over a comment or message, and we'll talk about getting you on the show. And we can interview you and talk to you and stuff. So it's going to be exciting. So we won't be here tomorrow, but
I'll be traveling, and Steve's going to probably be doing something exciting on the golf course.
I'll be doing something. Yeah, it's kind of tough, you know. We try and figure out how to, you know, do this 3 or 4 times a week for half an hour, but you know, it's, you know, just life's good. We get to go do what we want when we want. So
Absolutely,
we want to help you guys all get into that same place too, because nothing better than being able to get up and, you know, do whatever you want to do, wherever you want to do it, whenever you do it. I've got, you know, beautiful wife and a couple of kids here that, you know, are in the other room right now, and I'm going to go hang out with them and have breakfast and play with my kids.
Great. I'm going to be doing the same thing.
All right, man. Anything else you want to hit on?
No, that's it. You know, looking forward to speaking to you guys on Monday. I think we'll be good for Monday. And
Monday, when Doug can tell us all about all the cool stuff that's going on.
I'll probably have some good. I'll
really
be behind the
scenes.
That's for sure.
And you know what, Doug? If you think about it, if you get a chance, remember, like we talked about yesterday, maybe you can just, if you get a conversation or something good going, you can Facebook broadcast it into the group on Facebook Live.
Yeah. I'll just pop it up. I'll get my phone popped up
go in and hit the Facebook Live button and do it that way, or you could even, you know, StreamYard it however you want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll see if I can get, you know, some short interviews just to introduce you to everybody to that world. That'd be awesome.
It'd be very cool to do. And then, you know, that way it's not, like I said, it's not even taking up room on the phone or anything, but we're streaming it right into the, you know, right onto the pages and stuff. It'd be totally cool because now we'll have that content there. So
pretty soon, you know, everybody won't get so pissed off, and it'll be right in the glasses. You say, hey, we're going to record, and you hit the little button right here, and then don't even have to hold something.
That's it. All right, guys, next week's going to be a big week. So, you know, make sure you're around next week. We're going to be talking about a lot of really cool stuff. And I think everybody's going to be really excited. So have a good weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Doug. And we'll be back with everybody else on Monday.
Take care.